Celtic are champions. 5 in a row is done, sealed in the most dramatic fashion possible on the final day of the season, but the aftermath has brought controversy, a club statement, and some very powerful words from the players. We have also got a transfer update on a familiar face heading for the exit door. An incredible day to be a Celtic fan. Let's get into it. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Derek McInnes has broken his silence after Hearts came so agonisingly close to winning the Scottish Premiership title, only to be pipped by Celtic on the final day of the season in one of the most dramatic afternoons Scottish football has ever seen. The Hearts manager left Celtic Park quickly after full time and did not speak to the media immediately, with his players and staff escorted from the pitch amid the chaotic scenes that followed Callum Osman's late third goal and the subsequent pitch invasion. The game was not abandoned. Referee Don Robertson called full time, the result stands, and Celtic are champions. McInnes then received the Football Writers' Manager of the Year award and chose in that setting to speak only about Hearts' achievement, avoiding any direct reference to Celtic or the events at the end of the match. It was a dignified response from a man who has every right to feel the pain of what happened. He said to the Scottish Football Writers Association, "Yeah, I think in the cold light of day, when we look back, there was so much positivity from where we were at the beginning of the season. We always start a season with hope and expectation, and I think we've exceeded all of that this season. So the intention now is to dust ourselves down and try and enjoy our break and be ready for the challenges ahead. I fully believe that those challenges are going to be met. To reach 80 points, be involved in Champions League qualifiers coming up in July, a club record, and so many positives from the campaign. We'll look back and enjoy it, but we'll also have that kind of grievance at times and that disappointment to try and spur us on to something greater." Hearts reached 80 points. Hearts were top of the league for most of the season. Hearts gave everything and still could not stop Celtic. That is not failure. That is a seriously impressive campaign. McInnes knows it, and Celtic fans respect it. But the title is at Celtic Park, 5 in a row. Now for the main story, as the details of what happened at the end of Saturday's title showdown at Celtic Park continue to emerge, with the club releasing an official statement on Sunday night addressing the pitch invasion and the allegations made by Hearts regarding their players and staff. Celtic won the match 3-1, coming from behind after Lawrence Shankland had given Hearts the lead. Arne Engels, Dyson Maydar and Callum Osmond in stoppage time completed the most stunning comeback to seal Celtic's 56th league title and a 5th consecutive Premiership crown. The scenes inside the ground were extraordinary. Supporters flooded onto the pitch, engulfing the players in pure celebration, and the emotions of an entire season came pouring out in those moments. But Hearts have since alleged that some of their players and staff were accosted and intimidated during the disorder, and the Tynecastle side departed the stadium immediately after full-time without conducting any media duties. Police Scotland have confirmed inquiries are ongoing, the SPFL are reviewing the incident, and Celtic themselves have now spoken. The club statement read, "Everyone at the club congratulates Martin, our players and all our staff on delivering the club's 56th Scottish League title and a thrilling climax to the season backed by a magnificent support. We thank Celtic fans for everything they have done to help the team over the line. The club regrets that our victory over Hearts was followed by a number of individuals entering the field of play. We again emphasise that there is no justification for this behaviour, which, for the vast majority of Celtic supporters, only detracts from the joy of such occasions. Celtic will cooperate fully with any investigation and with the SPFL in their own processes. We also apologise to Hearts for the situation encountered by their players and staff at the conclusion of the game. The investigations will take their course, but nothing changes the result. Celtic are champions." In other news, Liam Scales has spoken openly about what it was like to be on the pitch during those wild full-time scenes, and his words give a real sense of the chaos that unfolded in those extraordinary moments at Celtic Park. Scales was one of the players caught in the middle of it all as supporters streamed onto the pitch after Osman's stoppage time winner. The defender described it as pure carnage, but joy too, and he was quick to acknowledge the difficult position Hearts found themselves in as a result. He told Record Sport, "It was pure joy, I suppose, and then, when the fans started to come on, you think, we probably need to get off the pitch here. I didn't know if the game was over or not. It was carnage. Obviously, they are overjoyed. It was a crazy moment and an emotional moment, and I loved every minute of it. I didn't see anything that crossed the line myself. It was crazy." And when asked about Hearts, Scales did not dodge the question. He said, "Do I have sympathy for Hearts? Definitely, 100%. They worked incredibly hard this year and are a tough side with good players. They clicked this year and got a lot of things right. They will feel hard done by having been top of the league for such a large proportion of the season, but I'm sure they will bounce back. We will see the same next season." That last line will make Hearts fans even more determined, and they should be. They pushed Celtic to the absolute limit, but on the day that mattered most, Celtic found a way. They always do. In other news, Austin Trusty has revealed the personal message he sent to Wilfried Nancy after the former Celtic head coach was dismissed earlier in the season, and the story behind it is genuinely moving. Nancy was brought in after Martin O'Neill's interim spell and lasted just 33 days in charge. He attempted to implement a completely new tactical system almost immediately, arrived during an incredibly congested run of fixtures that included a cup final and a European game in the same week, and when results did not follow, he and sporting director Paul Tisdale were both let go. At the time, it felt like another chapter in a chaotic and bruising season, but the points Celtic collected under Nancy's short tenure turned out to matter enormously in the context of the title race. Remove those results, and the dramatic final day comeback might never have been necessary or possible. Trusty spoke to The Athletic about Nancy and revealed a personal dimension that many supporters will not have considered. He said, "I was rooting for him. I'd heard good things from guys who played for him. I also really wanted to see a person of colour excel in a predominantly white coaching environment. People of colour are still dealing with an imperfect situation, so for him coming into that world, not Celtic, but soccer in general, you want him to succeed and create opportunities for others in the future. That's always in my mind." Lastly, there is a transfer update on Luis Palma, with his loan club Lech Poznan now trying to negotiate a reduced fee to make his move permanent, and it looks like a deal is edging closer. Palma joined the Polish side on loan with an option to buy set at around £3.5 million. That figure would smash Lech's transfer record by nearly double, and they have already had a couple of offers rejected by Celtic. But according to Sky Sports' Anthony Joseph, talks are progressing and discussions are now centering on a figure closer to £2.6 million. The Honduran winger has had a very productive season in Poland, 9 league goals and 6 assists, plus 2 goals and 4 assists during their Europa Conference League run. Those are numbers he simply never managed to put together consistently during his time in Glasgow, and it has gone a long way to rebuilding a reputation that had taken a hit during a difficult second season at the club. That's all the latest Celtic news for today. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one.